Metallica, trade secrets, and so much more. Are you ready for the Real Estate Rundown? Hey everybody, Richard Neese here with Weichert Realtors, the Space Place. Welcome to the Real Estate Rundown. I've got Dominic Gill, the master set creator. I mean, he's done a great job doing all the work to get this ready. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, please share, please comment. Joe Johnson, Nick Lee, Catherine Neese, Jason Grimm. Thank you guys so much for getting on here. The Real Estate Rundown is a way for us to help good people get to a better place. What we want to do is we want to give you guys the information necessary to make a good home buying decision, home selling decision, pick the right listing agent. If you're an investor, how to buy off the courthouse steps. There's so many little details in the real estate process, and we want to be able to help you guys through that by bringing on experts to talk about it. We got Randy Wilson, Justin Smith, Kim Smith, Becky Gray, Allison Moore. Thank you guys so much. Today we're going to be we had the intro.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Metallica, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So didn't you go to some kind of rock show or something last night?
It was epic.
Epic. Okay. Well, that's good. Tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, being a longtime Metallica fan growing up in a very, low-key homeschool family, I always found a big, huge passion towards rock and heavy metal, and whenever I first heard my first Metallica song, which was Master of Puppets, I was just like, wow, that is just some crazy guitar riffs in that song. And so then I started going through there and started my just going into it and bought every single album that they had at the time.
So did you pick up the guitar and start playing?
I did.
Awesome.
I did, actually. I started playing bass. I played with a good buddy of mine, Dusty Key.
Yeah.
We tried to get in a band together. Another friend, Abe Brooks, and his cousin, Dusty's cousin, Andrew Key, and had a band get together. We never really came up with a name because we sucked pretty bad.
That's right.
I did learn how to play the bass a little bit, and
right. Yeah.
I think that we started off. And even though me and Andy wanted to play heavy metal, Dusty and Abe, they were kind of wanted to do more stuff. So we did a lot of. Can't think of his name. Not Jack Johnson. It's kind of like that. I can't think of his name, but anyway.
So we got a bunch of folks jumping on here, man. We got Teresa Gill. We got Lee Youngblood Green, Chris Pitts, Kelly Smith, Edgar Weigel. We got Dan Strickland, Brittany Williams, Kim Haynes, Scott Carnes. Thank you guys so much for getting on here. Joey Pace, Cody Greenhall. Hey, Chris, I appreciate it, brother. Edgar, did you guys get that information about the annexation for your property? I want to make sure you got it. If you didn't, I could send it over later on. I didn't know you had. He doesn't have music skills.
See, what happened, I broke my arm, and I have no coordination, so I can't even do a chord.
So he had no coordination before, but that's what happened.
I had some coordination. Dude, I shredded. I shredded on Guitar Hero.
He said on Guitar Hero. There you go.
No. Yeah.
Edgar, I agree. We need to get him a tie.
Who's that?
I don't know if he's going to know how to tie.
Well,
but
true story about Dominic and the tie. True story. You heard this many times.
Okay.
When I first got into real estate, I wore a suit and tie every single day for about 6 months. And I started off as a good impression, but I got haggled by another, or heckled. Heckled. She haggled too. Anyway, she heckled me about it, kept calling me pretty boy, calling me all these things and stuff. So what normally would have wore off in a week.
He caved in.
What wore off in a week, I ended up wearing the whole time just because she kept heckling me. Anyway, she ended up leaving our company, and the day she left the company, I came in blue jeans.
Nice. But I will say this. Dominic represented me at a closing one time when I was out of town, and he got dressed up in the tie. He was looking snazzy. We got Bonnie Carthen on here, Caleb Clay, my sister Chrislyn Wharton, Heather Wilson. Thank you guys so much for getting on. we want to talk a little bit. We have a radio show by the same name on WKUL 92.1, 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Same day, we make it a whole media day. And we talked today with Randy Wilson, one of our agents. I think Randy's still on here. And we talked about some of the things that were unique to our company. We talked about some marketing things that we do to help push out our listings. And we had several different ideas. Now, Randy was talking about an opportunity he saw where everybody was out at the Little League football game, sweating hot, and he teamed up with a local insurance agent, got like 2,000 fans, and fans as in waving fans to cool them off, and gave it to the fans and had Weichert Realtors on there, had the insurance company. So it was a good marketing tool, but we're always trying to think of some things outside the box in order to get our message out there. We got Stephanie McClellan here. That house on the screen sure is not. Well, yeah, that's right. We just got a contract on that one, believe it or not. Jacob Vest, Adrian Cherry, Justin Cody, thank you guys so much for getting on here. Please like, please share, please comment. We're trying to give out information that's going to help somebody, whether it's buying, selling, whatever the case might be. We want to help them get to a better place, because that's what I believe in, helping good people get to a better place. It's not just a slogan. We do it on a daily basis. We got a guy on here, Logan Griffin, Jacob Vest. We're constantly trying to build entrepreneurs, help folks start new businesses if that's what they want to do, pursue their passions, whatever the case might be. We want to be able to dig in and help you get to that better place. Real estate is an avenue that we can do that in. So please, like I said, share, support us so we can help support the community. We do that on a daily basis, whether it's with Ron Jr. at WKUL, spreading messages for them, Coleman Caring for Kids, Saving Forgotten Warriors, which we're going to have those guys on sometime soon. And I think we need to do March for Good People again. What do you think?
Absolutely. We talked
Tell the folks what that is.
We did this last year. It was just an idea of coming up and trying to go and highlight different charities on the platforms that we have. This is bigger than real estate, even though it is a real estate rundown. It's about helping our communities and people and reaching out and trying to do more than just helping people through real estate transaction. One of the things that we did last year was helping these different charities get the word out about what they're trying to do. We carefully selected different charities. It wasn't like anybody and everybody. These are charities that both of us believed in on separate ones. I picked two, you picked some.
That's right.
We went through and was like, hey, this is something I feel strongly about. We really want to give these people a voice on it all. And so it was a great thing. It was one of my favorite moments in the real estate rundown was during that time frame.
I really enjoyed it. We got somebody that just chimed in, Mandy Delgado. She said she's a new viewer. We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. The success of helping our March for Good People was really from the audience we have. You guys sharing that, getting the word out. Because there's ways that we can help, whether it's through skill sets, whether it's through donations, volunteerism. Whatever the case might be, we want to be able to help these local charities, these community-oriented folks, so that we can make a difference in somebody's life.
Absolutely.
Somebody may be going through a hard time. We want to be able to help those folks. Somebody may need the resources to find a scholarship or to start a business or whatever it is. We want to be able to help. Hey, thanks, Clay. I appreciate it, man. We miss you guys too. He said, I think he said we're looking good somewhere. He may have deleted that. I don't know. I was just
You lied. You lied.
That's right. No, but we're trying to make an impact on people's lives on a daily basis, and this is one way that we can do that. So, like I said, please share. If you have a real estate related question, ask. If you just have a question in general, ask. Nick Lee bought my first home because of Richard, and start my weather business because of you. Thank you for leading. Nate, man, that means a ton.
Thank you for leading me and my wife in the right way.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
I got you covered.
It's hard to read and talk. I'm not that smart, But Audrey McCombs, Lisa Albano, thank you guys so much. But those are the testaments that we want to see. We want to be that catalyst, that bridge that gets you from this place to the next place, and that better stage in life. I had a client or somebody that's going to be a future client chime in earlier on Facebook saying that you market harder than anybody else I've seen. You're advertising constantly.
I
see. Dominic's a big part of that. I'll say that. But doing that, it just makes me think, what standard is there? I work hard for my clients, and everybody knows that. But you deserve that from every realtor you use. They should be out there working for you because it's a privilege to serve you guys. It's a privilege to work for you to help you sell that house.
And this is the thing about it that it's something that I like to harp on a lot when I also talk to real estate agents. Compared to the way that it used to be in the real estate market, we have it, y'all have it so easy compared to what it was with the big books, with going through, combing through the listings and everything. And it's even better now because of all the technology that's on hand and able to go and get the word out about something, about creating new relationships across social media, to go and help connecting people and stuff. I mean that those are tools that 10 years ago was, even though they were there, no one thought about using them in this way.
You're killing me, Clay. You're killing me, man. Hey, we miss you too. And I hope you come up in the next few months so we can check out the lake again. I enjoyed that last year. But we are in a time now where there's tons and tons of information, and I think a realtor's job is slightly different than it used to be. It used to be just to lead you to that home through market expertise. Right. Now you've got to filter through all the bad information too.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've got to be an expert in more ways and show your value in more ways. I train and mentor agents weekly up in Huntsville and Hartselle and Coleman, wherever it is, and that's what I'm telling them. People do need that leadership to help them see what's true and what's not, because there's so much bad information out there. I mean, you look at Zillow. I have people all the time tell me, and I'm not watching the comments, so you may need to, but I have people all the time tell me, well, Zillow says this, or it's sold for that. Zillow is only as good as the information that's being put in.
Absolutely.
There's tons and tons of bad information. I remember when I was shopping with my mom, and she was trying to pull comparables. Before we got to it, she thought she was helping me out. Well, I showed her that this house actually sold for $50,000 more. It was just bad information that was put in. So please be careful and verify with a professional, because that's huge. Mountain Dew now a sponsor. No, I'm waiting for that royalty check to come in.
See, I've ripped off my great value sticker just to show everyone that I wasn't cheap. But there I go.
I like it. Robert Malone, Francis Gill,
Darren Goday, JR's on here too.
Yeah, I saw JR sneak on here.
Yeah.
Josh McNatt, Justin Pruitt. I hope you guys are still on here. Please like, please share, please comment. We're trying to help good people get to a better place on a daily basis. Yeah. I think I've said that a few times. On a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that Mountain Dew will give me a little sponsorship money on that. We'll pay for the set. The set does look great. Dominic's been working hard on it. We've been trying to find a way that we can help push out the message, but also help my clients. So we're always trying to get maximum exposure on that. Jessica Turner, thank you so much for getting on here.
And we just want it to look nice. I mean,
that's
come
right.
on. It's bad enough you have to look at us. We want to make something that make it look nicer.
That's the comedy side. That's for sure.
100%.
So we were going through, and I was talking to Randy about different marketing tools and ideas. And like I said, we really should be pushing the standard on a daily basis as realtors. You need a full-time professional on the listing side, on the buyer side. It doesn't matter. You need somebody that knows what they're doing. And my job on the listing side, first off, is to market your property. I've got to get as many eyes on the house first, as many feet through the door, and then we start talking about negotiating out offers and doing the kind of grunt work in the contract. But if nobody sees the house, it doesn't matter how good you are at all the other stuff.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we are very market advertising heavy, because that's the first step. I mean, to me, that's the most important step until the next one. Now, I know that sounds funny, but the first thing that I do with my listings, I'm already pre-marketing, pre-selling them, trying to find buyers, going through my database of people, trying to find out who's going to be the best fit before I even list the property. When I go out and talk to you on the first step of the doors presentation, I'm constantly trying to think, who can I put into this home so that they're going to get to that next step, and you can move, you can do whatever you're looking to do, whether it's downsizing, getting a bigger house, moving for your job. That's what I want to be doing. We got Lawson Chase Rutherford on here. Good to see you, Chase. I appreciate you jumping on here, brother. And I got to talk to Chase. Made me think about it. I got James Collette, a guy that's helping me out on a listing up in Eva. I got to get with him here soon. But the first thing I do is obviously I'm pre-selling. The next thing, as soon as we have the house listed, I'm sending out flyers to local houses, because sometimes people have been looking at that house for 5-10 years.
Yep.
Wanting to buy it, and now here's their opportunity, or their son or their parents or somebody wants to move in that neighborhood,
or they just don't like it and want to make sure they control their new neighbors.
Hey,
that's a real thing. Believe it or not, that's
exactly
a real
right.
thing.
No, you're exactly right. So I mean, that's just one of the things we start off with, and then we have the open house system. We have door knocking. I put out flyers. I was telling this story I tell pretty regularly about putting out a flyer at a Dollar General, and that leading to 3 or 4 people finding their dream home, because the first one saw the flyer, they bought this house, those people bought another house, so it just kind of daisy chained to where several people got into their new house, their dream home, because of a flyer at Dollar General.
Right.
I mean, it's the little things, and like I was telling Randy, who owned a business before this, EMS service business, ambulance service, EMS.
I guess it's out of my lane. That's right there.
That's right. But I was telling him, he was telling me about how They were cleaning the vehicle so good. They were wiping down the door jambs. They were doing all that stuff. And I said, look, everybody does the big stuff. When you take it a step further and you do all the little things too, that's when you're really successful. It's when you take it to that next level. Because if you ask any real estate company out there, they're going to say, oh, yeah, we're on the internet. We market on the internet.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, that's great. With Weichert, we have the combination of a large national brand that's pumping in millions of dollars every month to have this brand to where we're reaching people in California that may want to move to Coleman. We're reaching people in Huntsville that may want to move to Coleman or Hartselle or wherever it might be. So you've got that, but you also have the local agent doing the door knocking, doing the flyers, doing all of the above, and it takes that combination to really do the service right.
Absolutely.
We got a bunch of people jumping on, man. I don't know if you saw some folks from your end.
Well, see, I had to turn it off. I had to go and do a couple of quick little shares on here, and then now I'll come back, and now I'm not seeing half of them anymore.
So we got Tillman Walker, Jeremy Besley, Brittany Runge, Nick Douglas, Tyler Fortenberry. Thank you guys for getting on here. Please share, please like, please comment. If you have a question about how I market properties, if you have a question about what we should do to get a house ready to sell, what we should do in the negotiation process, where I should pay my taxes at, when my taxes are due on land, please ask. Put it in the comments, put it in a message. We'd love to help you on that. We also have Amy Whaley. We've got Joe Paulovich, Savannah Pate. Thank you guys so much. Please like, please share, please comment. Another thing that we talked about on the radio show today with Randy was multiple MLS systems. Yeah. So there's some companies, local companies typically don't have the same amount of resources as larger companies, and because of that, they don't buy into multiple MLS systems, and so your house isn't getting exposure to those other agents. Now, if it's going on Zillow, it's going on Realtor.com, it's going on Zillow, but those the consumers seeing it. But now you've got agents that may have 10, 15, 20 buyers in their pocket, and they're looking for things. Well, they don't see that. So that's why multiple MLSs are important. And the other side of that is that we have over 100 agents in our office in Huntsville. And that ranges from Athens, that's Gunnersville. We've got some that are, we've got obviously Coleman, Hartselle, all the way Madison, Huntsville, just in all these different areas. Well, they've got buyers that are coming into Coleman and vice versa. Absolutely. And having that setup already laid out is important, whereas you have a smaller company that maybe they've got 10 agents total, well, they don't have that same reach. And so it's always important to have the advantage, especially on the listing side. I want as many people to see my listing as possible. That's very important to me.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I advocated for whenever I was a real estate agent, was actually, instead of having multiple listing services, was actually having one statewide multiple
100%.
Listing service, because it's really something that it's a barrier that shouldn't exist.
Sure.
Really, because as an agent, if you're licensed state of Alabama, you can service the entire state, and so those barriers to me, and I can say this freely, and not being a real estate agent anymore, that I think it's an old model, and that model needs to go away.
And I think it's a way to control. It's a way to control a certain area. Sometimes I even feel like it suppresses certain areas because they don't get the exposure that they need. So that's huge. Having the multiple MLSs. Also, one thing that Weichert is really big on is relocation services. They're one of the leading companies in the world with relocation. And if you're not familiar with that, if you're moving for a job, a corporate job, whether it's military, whatever the case might be, they're one of the companies that can facilitate that. Right. They have that standard, that reputation, whether they're in New Jersey, whether they're in Alabama, California, Arizona. There's a certain level, a standard that they have that they know when they go with a Weichert agent, they're going to be serviced well. Having that connection means that they're talking to me first. I'm going to shop my listings first too. So that's another resource that helps out. We got Deborah Monty, Chadwick Day. Thank you guys so much for getting on here. Thank you for sharing. Please comment. Dominic, I think I ran through my points pretty quick.
You did, and
I got excited. I got up on my soapbox.
Yeah, that's it. I just let him go tonight. Normally, I like to go and interrupt just to go and just to add my 2 cents on everything and stuff. But hey, I let him stay in his lane tonight, and I'll stay in mine.
That's right. So if you guys are somebody that's involved in the real estate process, if you have a question about a certain piece of that, home inspection, termite letter, wood infestation report, foundation services, whatever you guys want to know about, we want to provide that information. So please contact us. It can be through, you can comment on here, you can actually message us, you can call me, 256-708-1511. It's not hard to find. It's on every video I have, every post I have. Contact us. We want to give you the information that's necessary because we really want to help you get to a better place. That's going to finish up the show. Dominic, you got anything else?
Oh, we're good.
All right. I hope you guys have a great night.